You fool! You've committed one of the classic blunders, the most famous of which is never get involved in a land war in Asia, but only slightly less well known is this. Never go in against a renegade when death is on the line. So yeah, we're doing the honest trailers for The Princess Bride.
Yeah, Princess Bride, one of Ben's favorite films. One of my favorite films.
Way up there. This movie's so good. So good.
Fezzik, could you please clear the way? Everybody move!
I'll call the Brute Squad. I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad. Bye-bye. Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It'd take a miracle.
Bye-bye
Bye-bye.
now. Some of the most quotable lines.
And there they were, 4 white horses. And I thought, there are 4 of us. If we ever find a lady. Hello, lady. Man, Andre the Giant made that movie.
Yeah.
So good.
It's not my fault being as big as I am.
Yeah.
I don't even exercise.
It's so great. The movie's so good.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, the honest trailer. This ought to be good.
This will be interesting.
This ought to be fantastic.
Fan-freaking-tastic. We'll have to see, though.
Oh, man.
So, let's get it queued up here.
Yep.
All right.
We're going to do one of
On
those,
screen,
and then we're going to do one of these, and we're going to...
It's Fan Appreciation Month at Screen Junkies, and to reward our awesome fans, we're making the honest trailers that you voted for. Here's your number 4 choice. From Meathead comes a satire of all those sappy, swashbuckling medieval love stories that happens to be the best sappy, swashbuckling medieval love story ever made.
Yup.
The Princess Bride. Dive into the film that every kid is guaranteed to love, with the title that every boy is guaranteed to hate. It's
true.
It's a real movie about a made-up book based on a real book about the same made-up book that the real movie is based on. Wait, is that right?
Yeah.
Gather round for a tale of epic romance that kicks off a young boy's puberty.
Is this a kissing book?
Now it's kissing again. You don't want to hear that.
I don't mind so much.
As the world's grampiest grandpa reads you a story
Hey, Peter
full
Falk,
of
the man
Peter
with
Falk
heroes,
is the
dashing
greatest.
rogues, and cunning villains, who probably sound a lot less impressive when their words are coming out of Peter Falk's mouth.
Screw you.
Ashley and I are joined by the bonds of love. This is true love. You think this happens every day?
Peter Falk is
Cuddle up
great.
for a story about the power of true love between Wesley, the farm boy turned pirate, and Buttercup, the farm-owning orphan turned princess. When fate conspires to keep them apart, nothing will stop true love from bringing them back together, whether it's kidnapping,
My Wesley will always come for me.
death,
Death cannot stop true love.
the fact that he's kind of abusive,
That was a warning, Highness.
the fact that she's kind of a pain,
Farm boy,
Yes.
polish my horse's saddle. I want to see my face shining in it by morning.
the fact that he's an optimist and she's a pessimist,
It's not that bad.
or the fact that they haven't spoken in 5 years and the relationship was based on him doing chores for her until things got extra spicy.
Farm boy, fetch me that picture.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep, looks like true love to me. But there's more than just romance. Prepare for plenty of action to go around.
Yep.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
Really polite action.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
You'll put down your rock and I'll put down my sword and we'll try and kill each other like civilized people.
Where no danger is too great that you can't carry on a polite conversation.
Yep.
You are wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you. I've worked hard to become so.
So,
And no enemy is too vile that you can't have a nice chat while they're trying to kill you.
Lies do not become us.
Well spoken, sir.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Why should that make such a...
difference.
I guess this is exciting. So settle in one more time
Brad
for
Savage.
the action, romance, comedy, drama, kids movie for adults that you probably never saw in theaters, but rewatched on VHS so many times that you can quote every line. Not just because it's great, but because every character repeats their little catchphrase like 100 times.
As you wish.
Unbelievable!
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Starring Zorro,
Yep.
Pirate's Booty. Hi, my name is what? My name is who? My name is Tiki Indigo Montoya.
Good.
Obey.
Ah!
Danny DeVitish.
Yep.
Small wonder. His fingers go to 11.
Yep.
Captain Says.
I just made that
Cheesy
connection.
music.
I love it. It's so
And
good.
obvious stunt doubles.
Yep.
But come on, who cares? This movie's amazing.
Yep.
Adventure time. Why don't they make satirical fairy tales anymore with romance and action and jokes and a big giant guy? Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Be
That's
sure
why.
to subscribe for more honest trailers.
Man.
Thanks to fans Anthony M., Grace B., and Tiffany L. for requesting this movie and adding to the awesomeness of Fan Appreciation Month. We always do as you wish. Need more? Click the box on the left to watch the 5th place fan choice honest trailer, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, that's
and
a
click
good
the
one.
box on the right to enjoy an interview with J.A. Bayona, director of A Monster Calls, and the upcoming Jurassic World 2, as he reveals how he made Liam Neeson into a monster tree. Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? Why you stuck up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder?
Good.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Have fun storming the castle.
Yep.
Think it'll work?
It'd take a miracle.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No, it's that movie is so good. It's so unbelievably good. And that movie never should have worked.
It's just like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It never should have worked.
Ghostbusters never should have worked, but it's
it
one of the
did.
finest films of all time.
You see, sometimes miraculous combinations come together like that.
Yeah, like you don't expect Andre the Giant to be one of the greatest characters in that movie, and
No,
he
you
runs
don't.
off with it.
Yeah.
Like he runs off with it without even trying. Like there's practically no big stars in that movie.
At the time, no.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Robin Wright, that was her first like big movie role.
Yep.
Carrie Elways, he'd been in a few other things, but nothing like
Nothing that big.
No.
Peter Falk and Fred Savage were about the. Is that Fred Savage?
Yeah, that was Fred
I can't remember
Savage.
which Savage that is.
Well, actually, that was before Wonder Years.
It was?
Yeah, Wonder Years, I think,
Wow.
was 1989.
Peter Falk, I know, had been in some stuff because he was Columbo.
Oh, it was Columbo,
And
yeah.
he was Columbo well before this movie.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like there's not like Billy Crystal was in it.
Yeah, Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal was
but
in it
underneath, but
for
underneath
5 minutes.
But underneath, like, tremendous amounts of prosthesis.
Oh yeah. Also, another thing, all practical effects.
Oh, yeah. All practical.
All practical effects, which Micah would be like. It's a huge thing because, oh hey, we actually pretty much have to do this in order to. All right.
He's catching up to us.
Yeah.
What if he's using the same wind as we are?
Yeah. And you're just like, if you think about it, so many of those conversations, it's like, it sounds like there's a big pressing thing. It's really not. Like, if you really sit down and think about it, the only reason that there's any drama is because the characters remind you that there is. They're so calm about it.
I think that's kind of the parody of the whole thing with how it was.
Oh yeah.
In the days of Douglas Fairbanks.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And Errol Flynn. They had conversations while they were sword fighting.
Oh yeah. It's also a very D&D thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like
it is.
conversations during sword fights. It's so D&D. Like this entire movie is just so
good.
I can't believe how good this is. And how good it shouldn't have been. This never should have worked. This should have been, like, by all rights, this probably should have been a flop that nobody remembers.
Yeah.
And it's one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah. I like.
And also the little quip about how come they don't make fantasy movies that make fun of the source material that feature a big guy.
And it's just like
Shrek. Oh, that's why.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Shrek kind of killed it.
Yeah, well, the first Shrek was all right.
Well, the first two were
yeah,
good.
even the second one was pretty good.
I thought the second one was better. I thought the second one was better because it expanded the world. It brought in so many more characters.
All right, yeah.
Comfortably, and it threw joke after joke at you, and most of them were crackers. Most of them were just like on.
All right, yep, that's fair.
That's
I'll
just
give you
that's
that
just
one.
how I feel.
I've never sat down and really thought about, is Shrek 2 better than Shrek 1? But yeah, I can see where you're coming
also,
from.
guess who it adds? John frickin' Cleese.
It's true.
And Julie Andrews.
Yeah?
Can you get any better?
Not really.
No. That's why the third one flopped so bad, is because they ran out of ideas.
Yeah.
They ran out of ideas. They should have just stopped with the second one. But DreamWorks being DreamWorks, gotta try and squeeze another dime out of a pence.
They're doing another one, you know that, right?
Why?
Yeah, even after the fourth one.
Like,
yeah.
I can understand Madagascar, because Madagascar, the movies have only gotten better. But Shrek? Why?
Yeah, they're gonna keep pushing Shrek until it's dead. Just like they keep pushing Ice Age.
Here's the thing, though. Ice Age is still a massive hit over in Europe. In Europe, it is a massive hit every time.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Surprised the crap out of me. I was just like, really? And it's just like, you look at the box office numbers from France, Germany. You look at the numbers from Spain, Italy, even the UK.
It almost makes you wonder, because the thing about jokes is they don't often translate well. So I wonder if maybe they've got a team rewriting things just a little bit in those countries that happen to be way funnier than the American version.
I don't know. I really don't know. The truth is, okay. Actually, why couldn't the reverse work for? Actually, okay. You remember, you know Hayao Miyazaki? We've talked about. Okay.
Yes.
He had a film in the '80s called Nausicaä and the Valley of the Wind.
Yep.
So a lot of people considered one of his best works.
A fine film.
Yes, a very fine film. It was brought over to the United States. The film itself was just about 2 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
When it arrived in the United States and was released in the United States, it was chopped by about 30 minutes.
It was chopped to bits, and they cut out Nausicaä.
Well, they tried to make Nausicaä a secondary character. I'm like,
yeah,
she's the main
what
main hero. What are you doing? And also the promotional imagery. Here's the thing: the promotional imagery for it, they called it Warriors of the Wind, which is a decent title.
I could get behind that title.
Yeah, Warriors of the Wind. It's a decent title.
It's all right.
But then all of a sudden, you had Prince Asbel, who was the secondary character.
Yep.
You had him as the on the poster. It was him, a guy with Pegasus, like something cut straight out of Clash of the Titans.
Right.
Smacked on there. There is no character in it with a flying horse.
Right.
There's also one of the main villains in front as like one of the main heroes. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, let's pull this up.
Yeah, I know.
And actually show it in the video.
You all are thinking that we're making this shit up.
We're not.
No, watch this. Warriors of the Wind. There it is. And let's see. Images.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there it is right there.
That's the one.
Yeah, look at this.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, pull let's see.
Back up
go
here.
to
There
just
it
go
is.
down to view image here. We can zoom that in.
Yeah. Okay, let me get this on screen. All right. You see, here's the thing. They have Asbel up front and center right here.
Yeah.
Right here. That's Prince Asbel. This guy doesn't exist. That's one of the main enemies. They're riding on top of one of the god warriors at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Pegasus character who doesn't exist, and there's Nausicaä in the background.
Yeah.
Like, what the
And see, here's the thing. This guy up here who doesn't exist is just Dr. Doom.
Yeah. Pretty
Straight
much.
up, he's just
Pretty
Dr.
much.
Doom.
This guy doesn't exist. This guy is misshown 100%. I mean, honestly, this is one of the god warriors when they were in like fully regenerated and were like killing everything on the planet.
Right.
And this is one of the god warriors down here
Yep.
that isn't fully matured. This guy doesn't. Where? How? Why? I don't get it.
And the main character is up here.
In the background, flying around like I'm here to support you. It's like,
no, she's the main.
no,
fucking character.
she's the main character. Okay, and
Man.
okay, here's the thing. This happened. Warriors of the Wind happened. And there's the title.
Warriors
right there.
of the Wind.
Yeah, I was gonna say that font looks a little familiar, huh?
Yeah, just a touch.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, very much so.
Well, anyway, okay. This happened. Warriors of the Wind happened, and this turned Miyazaki off to making his films available to the West for about 15 years.
Yep.
And then someone came a-knocking, a good man, a great man, who I think is probably one of the best examples of, how one of the best animation directors in American history, John Lasseter. John Lasseter reached out to Miyazaki and said, "We want to release your films in the United States. Give them proper dubs.
Like we're not gonna Nausicaä the Wind. Nausicaä in the Valley of the Wind.
Yeah, we're not gonna Warriors of the Wind this shit.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, at first Miyazaki was reluctant.
Well,
and
yeah.
then,
I mean, burn me once, shame on you.
Yeah, burn me twice, shame on me.
Burn me 3 times. You
Burn me
can't
3 times, I'm coming for your head.
You can't fool me again.
Yeah, burn me 3 times, can't. Yeah,
I'm a decider.
Well, anyway, they actually were sent a package.
Mm-hmm.
The executives at, I think it was Disney, they were going through Miramax at the time to release Princess Mononoke. They were wanting to because it's rated. It's rated, it's a violent film.
Yeah,
and they didn't want to go through Touchstone, so they optioned it through Miramax. Anyway, they send them a package. It's a long package. It's about that long.
Mm-hmm.
They open the package, and it's a katana. A full-fledged, fully made katana. Folded steel, properly made. And inside, there is an inscription written on the handle, I believe. It was written on the handle that said, "No cuts."
That's how you send a message right there.
They got the message. And so far, Disney has released all of Studio Ghibli's films. They've released them here in the United States. And Studio Ghibli has enjoyed a fair amount of success here in the U.S. Yeah. Because when they did Princess Mononoke, they had a really good dub for Princess Mononoke. They had a really good cast. They had Billy Crudup, Claire Danes. They had Gillian Anderson, Billy Bob. The one that stood out to me was Billy Bob Thornton. But when I go back and watch the character again, I was like, yeah, that kind of fits. Kind of fits Jigo. But all of these great actors, and you had John DiMaggio as well.
Oh yeah,
and just also Jada Pinkett Smith. I was like, wow, they got a lot of really good people for this.
Yeah, and
it's really, really good. And so far, Studio Ghibli has been handled very well here in the West by Disney and by John Lasseter.
Yeah, because I think they're afraid that Miyazaki will come over here and use that katana on him.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Because honestly, these are his works, dude. This is his blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh yeah,
these are his children that he is presenting to the world as is.
Yeah, not his actual son.
Oh,
we don't.
Okay.
We don't
talk about Goro.
That.
We don't talk about Goro Miyazaki. All right, but there's another Miyazaki I think he would adopt gladly, and that is
the Dark Souls Miyazaki.
Dark Souls Miyazaki. I think he'd adopt him immediately. He's like, "This is my real son," and then Goro's like, "But father, what about? Shut up, Goro. You don't exist to me.
You are dead to me.
You are dead to me. You are already dead." Okay.
You are already dead. Just drop the Rubik's Cube.
Okay. So anyway. This was Honest Trailers. Honest Trailers, The Princess Bride,
and now we've been sitting here talking about
Warriors
Miyazaki.
of the Wind, Miyazaki.
Woo!
It's weird where we go sometimes. Anyway,
yeah.
Thank you once again for tuning in. We are the Renegades. If you wish to check out the original Honest Trailer, it is down in the description down below. Also, check out Honest Trailers. Let them know who sent you. And show your support for us and everything by checking out our various other endeavors as well. Case in point, our Patreon, our merchandise that is available on Redbubble and also our Discord app, where we actually have a community that is ran by BoneJabber3000. Thank you for that, Bone. And anyway, until next time, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Ben.
We will see you later, Internet. Peace out.
Real quick, fun fact that I just learned about Miyazaki.
Yeah.
He provided key animation for the Inspector Gadget pilot.
Really?
Yeah. Right?
That's awesome.
Yep. Facts with the Renegades. Bye, everybody.
Bye.